All right, so I want to draw a few connections between Drake, the record industry, the music industry, and Saturnalian Brotherhood, which is a black robe wearing, basically a cult. They're a secret society. They've been around for a long time. All right, the Nazis were a form of a Saturnalian Brotherhood. Okay, now what you need to understand is when you learn about occult symbolism and you learn the meaning of black robes, they were used by the Saturnalian Brotherhood. And the black robes that are worn by priests and pastors and rabbis and judges, they were worn as a symbol of the planet Saturn, because in the ancient world, in the ancient philosophy, Saturn was known as the great inhibitor, the one that would inhibit you and hold you back, because their belief was that before your soul is placed in a baby, in an infant, your soul basically bounces around between all of the celestial bodies above us, and the last body it goes through is Saturn. Saturn is known in the ancient world as El. El is where you get words like elite and elevated. When you become elevated, you become an elite member of society, you become electric. These words come from El or Saturn. Other people may know it as Kronos in Greek mythology. Kronos is Saturn in El, but this is all the same thing. Back in ancient Babylonian days, it was El. Okay, now this has been changed over the years, because depending on what part of the world you were in, they were calling it different things, quite obviously. However, it's all connected, and it's connected through symbolism. Now, why does Drake always have an owl? I know most people understand that that's the symbol of his record logo, his record company, whatever. But what's interesting is that the owl is a very important symbol. Why? Because owls can see crazy distances. They can see in the dark, so they can see through everything. They have almost a special vision, okay? And the owl is the symbol where, I know a lot of people know this now, but Bohemian Grove. And Bohemian Grove is where all of the elite members go, okay? The Skull and Bones, the elite society, secret societies, they go to this place, and at this Bohemian Grove, they have this massive owl that they all worship and pray to, and all sorts of creepy satanic ritual stuff. Now, I think it's fascinating because I'm sure he uses this owl for a reason, because he is initiated like the rest of these people. Now, why? Look at his new album cover. Why is he in between two pillars? Because that's supposed to be Solomon's temple. That's supposed to be the two pillars in Solomon's temple. Jachem and Boaz, I don't care how you pronounce them, but Jachem and Boaz, it's funny because what that means is God makes him firm. That's what Jachem and Boaz means. So when you really understand what it means, it goes back to sexual symbolism. But anyway, why is Drake in between Jachem and Boaz? This is very biblical symbolism that we have going on here. Now, why is Kanye wearing a black robe? A lot of people are confused because they'll look at this black robe that Kanye's wearing and they say, oh, the wear those robes. And they don't. The wear white robes. The black robe is traditionally worn, like I said, by Saturnalian Brotherhood. They're secret societies, man. And when you tell people this and they, oh, you're crazy, you think the world is run by yeah, I do, because they all went to the same schools, they all are in the same fraternities. They're fraternal orders, man, and bloodlines. That's it. It's not that crazy. When you learn what the symbolism means, it really it's interesting. You can start to realize who is who, what one of these guys is more important than the other, because when you learn the symbolism, you realize these guys are all trying to portray gods, okay? They're all trying to become living gods. I mean, who's the last person that was able to do that? was Caesar, really. Caesar was able to become a living god. How? Because he had months named after him. Julius Caesar, July, Augustus Caesar, okay, August. These are months that they created so that they could be turned into living gods and remembered forever and echoed through the ages. That is what these people are doing, trying to be echoed through the ages, but they're not being echoed through the ages by helping anyone. It's all through manipulation and brainwashing. And what are they trying to brainwash people into right now? Well, if you study this type of information and material, what you'll realize is they're trying to create a race, a perfect race of person. Nothing changed from World War II, man. People just don't want to look at the hard facts. And then when you look at the hard facts, people call you crazy. Oh, you're crazy. You're schizophrenic. I can't imagine being that paranoid. You got to understand, I'm not paranoid. My life is great. I own stuff. I have cars, houses. My wife is gorgeous. I have a job that I love. I own a business. What are you talking about? You have no idea. You don't know who I am. I'm not paranoid at all. I just study, and then I point out what I'm seeing. That's all. Now, if you want to learn symbolism, like take it to a whole nother level, a guy I follow, Donut Factory, amazing. His work is incredible. I always try and give him props because I watch all of his stuff because he is brilliant. He catches everything. We read a lot of the same books, so I know a lot of the stuff that he's talking about, so I just know it's true. But amazing, really good symbolism guy. Check him out, Donut Factory. But I just wanted to talk about that because the symbolism is out there. It's important to learn symbolism, in my opinion, because it's a language that if you don't know, you don't speak, and the symbols are everywhere. I mean, imagine if you didn't know what a stop sign meant or a red light. If you didn't know, you'd die in a car accident. So symbols are important. Okay, imagine if you didn't know what a smiley face was and people were smiley facing you on your phone all the time. Smiley face, and you had no idea what it meant. You'd feel silly. Like, what does that mean? Why is this guy doing that? What is that? You'd feel silly. It's a symbol. Learn it. Because then you'll know a whole nother language that's been in front of your face this whole time that you just didn't realize was even there. I love you all. If you want to learn more about this stuff, please go to my website. I had to make a website because I'm so banned and demonetized. I'm not allowed to make money on any of my content. I can't monetize. It's crazy, man. If you can help me out, please come support. If not, that's okay. Go to my website, take advantage of it, take all the information, get everything. But if you can subscribe, you get all my books. All my books are digital. They're all on my members only page. It also comes with my phone number, and I'm trying to always grow and always build and always try and be helpful. Plus, if you're in the area, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, reach out to me. Become a member. Reach out to me, man. If you have questions, reach out to me. I'm trying to get together with people and get to know people and build a community. I love you all very much. This is my opinion, and I hope to see you later.